So the library component is used to display files within the files and the libraries within the file section of Salesforce. Allows you to set directories that you can set display styles. If you want a simple list, you want an advanced, more detailed list, or for depending on your components, maybe you just want to show tiles. You can set the sort order. You can search within the library. There's lots of different options for how to do this. And also when you're previewing, in this case, you can see I go right to the preview. So this is a PDF, so I can preview that without ever downloading it. So let's go take a look at how you define a library component. I go back to the component homepage. I'm going to click New. I'm going to select Libraries. And I'm just going to give it a configuration name. And then I can either go through either one of these steps here, pass here on the top, or I can just click Next. Now I'm going to configure it. So I'm going to say this is just, I'm not going to put a title on this at the moment. I'm going to say library to display. I'm going to want stock images. And you can see is what you see is what you get over here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it in tile mode. I'm going to not allow for the selection libraries, so you can let actually users select the libraries they can see. You can show the path if you're doing that. Show display type. So let's just say you didn't want to set the display. If you want to set a certain style, you can do that. You can soul search, turn that off. Lots of options. Also, you can filter. So if you wanted to only show the items, let's just say where the file name contains PDF, or let's say PNG. So you can see I don't have, let's just go file type. Let's try file type contains PNG. So you can see I've got a PNG. So this allows you to, let's say you had a library where all you want is the PDFs that have the word brochure in them. You can set up one or more filters. If you do that, you need to set up the filter logic. Again, take a look here. It could be 1 and 2, 1 or 2. You can put parentheses. So the filter logic is very powerful. So once you've decided what you want to display, number of different formatting options for borders, you can set spacing, and then finally, you can set when the component will actually start display or end display. By default, it displays or available for display as soon as you save your component. You can optionally set a start date in the future and an end date after that. So if you only want to display this library for a trade show, you want it to start a week before, a week after you want it to go away, you can just set that up. Your components will then, once they're published in the community, will display or not display based on this component display date. And that is the library component.